Hello, my name is Peter. To those of you who have never met me, nice to make your acquaintance. Admittedly, I am not actually meeting you, but hopefully this is still a good first impression. At the very least, you now know both a name and a face to match it. For the one person who knows my name but hasn't properly met me, as you can probably tell, I'm taking this rather seriously. I'm aware this is hardly something everyone is approaching with sincerity, but please humour me. This, I would say, is my primary point, to make this position something worth running for. How many times have you seen a school council promise agency and the ability to make changes for those they represent? And how many times they actually do that? Were they even allowed? I remember this happening in tiny Anglican primary schools, no different from how it happened in the 1400-strong grammar school that had royal in its name. The council of the Pupils' Republic will often be shallow, weak, and forgettable. I'd like to buck that trend. Your first representative will be the most important. If someone can set a good precedent, a good example, that will influence each and every one of their successors. If I wanted to get historical, I could point to figures such as Augustus Caesar and the founding fathers of America. But perhaps I shouldn't bring up great and mighty empires to my electorate of a dozen teenagers. I think I have made it obvious that I care about this, so when I promise that I will work as your student representative, the promise shouldn't come off as empty. This is what I can offer. A significant, strong office for the student representative, one that can be wielded by myself, but also those further down the line. I, as the first representative, will do, and am happy to do, all the heavy lifting. Now, this blabbering is all well and good, but what can I do for you? What can I do that will have an obvious impact? Truth be told, there is little a student representative can offer, so to give as much as I am about to promise, I have to work pretty hard. These are my 3 promises. Number 1, TV. Undoubtedly the one I have most control over. I'll be taking a rather liberal stance on this. Anything within school policy goes. If it's on the edge of what the college finds acceptable, you'll be able to come to me, and regardless of whether I like it, I'll likely take your side. Additionally, while it will primarily be first come, first served, if the majority of people don't like what's playing, it will be changed. Number 2, the quiet room. Following on from this EV, I would like to create a sort of second common room. I believe this was the original plan for room 12, so as most of the work is already done, that is where it shall be. I'll need to work quite hard on this one and also talk with On High a fair bit. The end result should see everyone having access to another comfortable common room. This one differing in that it has no TV. This will be the place people go if they want to stay away from noises and distractions, hence the name Quiet Room. Number 3 and final, your liaison to the school. The very definition of a student representative is someone who will represent you and your wishes to those in charge of the school. As such, I shall be open to all requests, regardless of their perceived importance. I shall have specific in-person hours and a representative-specific email for outside this time and also any online students. I shall be your advisor, ambassador, and lawyer all in one. I will take all of it seriously, even if it looks dumb, and pass it on to the college. Lastly, my most important request is this: vote, even if you truly have no leaning to either candidate. Fill in your ballot. Again, even if you are entirely neutral. Spoil it by marking neither or both. I would much rather lose by a landslide to Scarlet than win with 1 vote to 0. Better a defeat than an illegitimate farce. So, for this election, the first of its kind, vote. I ask that you vote for me, as I genuinely believe that my election would be best for the school and its pupils. But that is ultimately secondary. I hope this goes well. I hope it goes well for me, and I hope the result will be right for all. See you soon, and vote for me.